What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so Piers Morgan issues apology to Jay-Z and Beyonce after the lunatic Jaguar Wright's explosive, and I believe, false allegations on his show. Piers Morgan has publicly apologized to Jay-Z and Beyonce following an explosive interview on his show where singer Jaguar Wright made serious allegations against the power couple. Wright, a former member of the neo soul movement, claimed that Jay-Z was a quote monster and asserted that she had spoken to hundreds of alleged victims, with three reportedly willing to testify against him. The accusations quickly sparked controversy, prompting a response from Morgan on his show. During the interview, Wright described Jay-Z in damning terms, alleging abusive behavior and insisting that she continues to assist victims who have come forward with their own stories. Wright's claims were aired unchallenged, and while Jay-Z and Beyonce were not present to defend themselves, the segment ignited social media conversations and drew sharp criticism. Following the interview, Morgan took to his show to issue a formal apology and provide clarification. In his statement, he explained the importance of giving people a platform, but acknowledged the responsibility that comes with airing serious accusations. Morgan said, quote, "The thing about platforms, the reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to defend and respond or defend themselves, but now they have. We had lawyers contact us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with a legal request to cut them from the original interview." This is my problem with people like Jaguar Wright. She always talked about how, these celebrities they never dare refute what I have to say. They never have anything to say. And people look at that as if that's proof of fact. Oh, well, if they're not contending with anything that she has to say, and everybody's so scared of her, well, then she must be telling the truth. But the reality is, if you're a celebrity, and a successful celebrity, just by acknowledging her, you're giving her credibility. Because if you're responding to what she's saying, you're putting her on your level, and therefore you're giving some credibility to what she's saying. Also, she ain't nobody. If you're a celebrity, you sue her. Well, I mean, what are you really getting? You're not going to get anything. Notice how Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't sue her, or put it like this: they didn't threaten to sue her. They threatened to sue Piers Morgan. He has the platform. He's the one with millions and millions of people watching. He's the one who they can hurt financially, at least the show. She ain't nobody. And up until she appeared on Piers Morgan, she was nobody. But Piers Morgan gave her credibility. And that's why for the first time you saw legal action. Also, if you listen to her all when she's going on these tangents, she contradicts herself all the time. If you listen to her, she contradicts herself. Then she said something about providing women to one of these Diddy or to some of these Diddy parties because she used to be a pimp. Well, doesn't that make her guilty of trafficking as well? Then sometimes she says before she was present at some of these parties. But in the past, I think she said she wasn't present at these parties. She lies. Then she said, I think that she rescued women. Like all of a sudden now, she's Sojourner Tubman now. You know, saving women from Epstein Island or some underground railroad or something. Give me 1 second. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's all BS, man. It's all BS, and I just don't like this trend where people are going around making unsubstantiated charges against people. And what's going to happen is, I think that they're going to do something. I don't know whether it's going to be a Supreme Court ruling, but they're going to start cracking down on people making unsubstantiated charges against people. And when I say unsubstantiated, I mean damning legal type crap. There's one thing for me to say, I think LeBron James is a jerk. You know, I don't think he's the GOAT. That's one thing. But when you start accusing people of trafficking, when you accuse people of being a creep, you know what I mean, in the worst way, when you accuse people of grape, um, being a monster, you trying to throw cases on people or put cases on people, that's taking things a step too far, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this woman. I don't know whether or not she is mentally deranged. She has mental issues. Well, she's not deranged, but I don't know whether she has mental health issues or whether she's just an extremely bitter person. I mean, just in my opinion, but she's clearly lying. And also, this thing is a hustle. I've heard that she gets paid something around $5,000 an interview, but being on Piers Morgan, that's going to up the ante. So she's basically going around doing interviews, telling stories, and some of the stuff she tells may have some truth to it, but you know, you can clearly see that she's not a threat. Like she's saying things that can't really be fact checked. Because for a fact, we all know this. Anybody that is going around saying things that are really true, like that, they're going to get rid of those people. We all know what really happened to Jeffrey Epstein. You know? So we all know what really happened to Jeffrey Epstein. For those of you old school, we have a suspicions about what happened to Dorothy Kilgallen. Or I think her name was actually Dorothy Kilgallen. We know what probably happened to her when she was going too deep into the JFK stuff. When you really are a threat, you know, oftentimes, unfortunately, these people get unalived. They're not worried about her, but her saying that on Piers Morgan show was too much because that's giving her unsubstantiated charges a face. It's giving her a big platform. And if you keep going at somebody and saying something on that type of level, then you know what I'm saying you're sullying people's reputation. You know. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that, man. Tell me what you guys think.